It's here! The gigantic Black Friday Eshop Sale is here! And of course I got you covered with a bunch of highlights from the sale. There's a ton of games to talk about, so let's just get the party started and jump right into the deals. The Portal games are some of the best puzzle games ever made. They have received near universal praise for their ingenious design and tricky puzzles that you have to solve with the Portal gun. The Portal Companion Collection on Switch is a great console collection of the two games. They look great, the performance is good, the controls are excellent, and the collection even has the online co-op of Portal 2 intact. Plus, you can take it on the go. The Black Friday sale has the collection at a brand new low price. It's $4.99 until December 3rd. Hyper Light Drifter is a quality action RPG with a 16-bit aesthetic that has received rave reviews over the years. The gameplay contains elements of games like the Legend of Zelda series with elements of the Diablo series. It's basically Zelda meets Diablo. Whatever it might be, it's a pretty good game and one worth experiencing. Back in 2018, it arrived for Switch in the form of a special edition. Running at a smooth 60 FPS, this version of the game includes exclusive content, such as a new outfit linked to new secrets, the Tower Climb Challenge, and new ways to attack with the Crystal Shot and Blade Caster. The special edition is on sale at a brand new low price, just $4.99 on the eShop for Black Friday. All the Steamworld games are pretty great. It's a wonderful series. For Black Friday, every game in the series on Switch is on sale, but for brevity's sakes, I'm just gonna shout out a few that are super cheap. Both Steamworld Dig 1 and 2 are on sale for just $1.99 each. They are action platformers, aka Metroidvanias, that have you exploring a mine while finding upgrades and treasure while also unraveling a story. They are pretty addicting games, especially the second one. Steamworld Quest, Hand of Gilgamesh, is a bit different. It's a role-playing card game. It's pretty cool, and while it might be a different gameplay style, it still incorporates a lot of elements and vibes from the other Steamworld games. The aesthetic, the characters, and the constant searching and looting of treasure. It's on sale for just $2.49, marking a brand new low price for it on the eShop. If you like the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games, then you should check out Shiren, the Wanderer, the Tower of Fortune, and the Dice of Fate on Switch. It is the 5th main entry in the Wanderer series, which is a subset of the Mystery Dungeon series. It's a roguelike RPG with gameplay that has you traversing dungeons and fighting against monsters, pretty much like the other Mystery Dungeon games. And this is really good, and it's super cheap for Black Friday. Just $3.99 on the eShop, which marks a all-time new low price for that on there. Again, if you like the Mystery Dungeon games, then you should hop on this deal. For $4, it's a freaking steal. Captain Tsubasa, Rise of the New Champions, is a game that's based on the beloved anime series, where the gameplay takes more of a story-driven approach compared to typical football or soccer games. The two main modes in this game, called Episode Tsubasa and Episode New Hero, allow you to play some original stories, with the first one following Tsubasa and the episode New Hero allowing players to create their own character and guide them through a career-like mode. The gameplay supports single gameplay outside of the story modes, and it even has online multiplayer for up to 4 players. It's down to a brand new low price of $4.79 via the Black Friday sale. Demon Slayer, the Hinokami Chronicles, is a 3D fighting game based on the Demon Hunter franchise. This game takes place after the first season of the anime series and follows the series' protagonist as he joins the Demon Slayers to battle against various demons. Beyond the story mode, there's various single-player and multiplayer modes, as well as modes for online play. This seems like a fun fighting game, it's flashy for sure, and the Switch version seems pretty good. It holds up surprisingly well. That said, the Ultimate Edition seems to be the way to go for those who want to pick up the game. It contains all the DLC characters, so basically you get the complete experience. It's down to a brand new low price of $20.99 until December 3rd. The Persona series is cheaper than ever with the Black Friday eShop sale, with all 3 mainline games going for brand new low prices. The bundle of Persona 3 Portable and Persona 3 Golden is on sale for less than $20, a killer deal for 2 fantastic JRPGs. The utterly fantastic Persona 5 Royal is on sale for $14.99. Basically, you can get all 3 for less than $35, which is far cheaper than what the collection of all 3 is on sale for. For some reason they goofed and marked that at $50. Sega Genesis Classics is a collection of over 50 Sega Genesis and Mega Drive games, and it's set to delist on December 6th. That means this Black Friday sale is the last time you'll be able to pick this game up digitally at a discount. It's $8.99 until December 3rd. The collection highlights include a ton of Vector Man games, a bunch of Sonic games, the complete Golden Axe and Streets of Rage trilogies, a bunch of RPGs, and more. If you're looking for some more classic Sega goodness, then definitely check out the M2 developed Sega Ages series on Switch. Every game is on sale again. Well, except for Shinobi, that's no longer on the eShop for some strange reason. Over the last few months, some of the games have been on sale, but finally every game is on sale, including some ones that haven't been on sale for a long time, like the Thunder Force games. Highlights include the previously mentioned games, as well as the Sega Ages versions of Phantasy Star, Outrun, the Sonic games, the Pure games, and, well, honestly everyone in the series is good in its own right. They are highly accurate in their emulation, and they come with a bevy of features. Each game is on sale for just $2.39 for Black Friday. The Deluxe edition of Sonic Superstars has reached a brand new low price on the eShop. It's on sale for $20.99 for Black Friday. In addition to containing the LEGO pack, which includes LEGO-themed levels and character skins, the Deluxe edition also includes a digital art book, a mini original soundtrack, and other neat goodies. It's worth spending a few bucks over the standard release if you're interested in picking up the game on Switch. I love the Ray series from Taito. They are challenging but incredibly fun shoot-'em-ups. The Ray's arcade chronology contains all 3 games, Ray Force, Ray Storm, and Ray Crisis, with the last 2 games also having HD versions in addition to the original releases. All 3 games are wonderfully emulated by the pros at M2, and the collection comes with a ton of features, including lots of ways to customize each of the games, lots of gadgets to track your stats, achievements, online leaderboards, and more. It's a fantastic collection. It's one that's well done, with some clear love for these games, and as a result, it ends up being the best way to experience them. The collection is on sale for a brand new low price of $24.99 until December 1st. Super Hydorah is a neat little horizontal shoot-'em-up that came out in the early days of the Switch eShop. It reminds me a bit of some 90s shooters, the TurboGrafx or the NieR GL. It's got 21 levels to blast through, a ton of bosses to face, as well as the ability to choose different routes in each level. Oh, and it has co-op multiplayer too. Seems like a pretty cool game for just $1.99, which is by far the lowest price it's ever been on the eShop. Sales for this one have been a bit rare over the years, and usually it just tops out at 50% off when it does go on sale. So with a 90% discount this time around, don't sleep on this one if you like shoot-'em-ups. $2 is a no-brainer. The Raiden series is legendary. The games consist of vertical shoot-'em-ups that are known for their upgradable weapons, such as the various lightning-based weapons, as well as having some pretty good backing soundtracks, especially for the later entries. Raiden IV and V on Switch are actually the latest versions of the 2 mainline games. They come with updated soundtracks, new modes to tackle, and have online leaderboard support for each of the games. Raiden IV Mikado Remix is on sale for just $8.99, which is a new low price for that, and Raiden V Director's Cut is $8.99, matching the previous low price for that one on the eShop. Shout out to Rudy, a viewer of the channel, for pointing this game out to me. Razion EX is on sale for the first time ever at $13.96. This game has been out since 2021 and has never been discounted until now. Now this game looks pretty darn cool. It reminds me of some of the late 90s Neo Geo shoot-'em-ups, especially with the 3D effect the sprites have. The EX version here features some rebalancing and updated graphics, as well as a training mode and CD quality music. Gunlord X is a game developed by the same developers of Razion EX. This is a game that looks like a Turrican game that has been ramped up to 11 on a 10-point scale. It looks incredible. The Switch version features a ton of changes and additions from the 2012 release, including improved controls, stable 60 FPS performance, and lots of quality of life additions. This is a pretty rare sale too. It's only been on sale once before, way back in the spring of 2021. For $5, I think this one is worth checking out for sure. Snake Pass is a 3D puzzle platformer Though to be honest, it's not a platformer in a traditional sense. The snake you play as can't jump for one, it can only move like a real snake. Because of that though, it ends up being a pretty unique game as you try to traverse the levels while controlling segments of the snake. Once a level is beaten, a speedrunning version of the level will unlock, as well as an arcade version of it. It does have a bit of a steep difficulty curve, but once you master the controls, it can be a pretty enjoyable title. I figured I'd give this one a shout out, since the Switch version is on sale in the eShop for Black Friday at $2.99. That's the lowest price it's been in nearly 2 years. The Turok Trilogy bundle contains all 3 Night Dive Studio remasters of the classic Turok games, games that were popular for the N64 and PCs back in the late 90s. The gameplay in these games are boomer shooter-like, like Doom and the Quake games. They also include elements of exploration and puzzle solving, kinda like the Tomb Raider games. The Night Dive remasters include upgraded visuals, lots of quality of life features, modern controller support, and online multiplayer for up to 16 players. As much as I played the originals, and I still have them to this day, the remasters are the best way to play them now, without a doubt. The bundle is back on sale for $20.99, which is a repeat of the Halloween sale in case you missed it last time. The Quake plus Quake 2 Enhanced Bundle includes both enhanced remasters of Quake 1 and 2, with visual improvements, online and local multiplayer, and co-op with crossplay support, new expansions, motion aiming support, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. Heck, they even included Quake 2 64 with a Quake 2 Enhanced version. They thought of everything for these remasters. It's only $5.99 via the sale, and at the price for what you get, I consider this bundle a must-get if you love boomer shooters. Some of the very best you can find on the Switch. This past summer, I talked about how Ark for Switch received a new version of the game a while back. Yes, Ark, the game that was notorious for being one of the worst ports to the system, got a completely new, revamped port, which overhauled everything. Visuals, the performance, loads of quality of life features, everything got revamped, and Ark now feels good on the Switch. I was impressed, and if you want the full details, there is a video on Digital Foundry's channel that goes over the list of the changes. The Ultimate Edition on Switch, which contains the 2 expansion packs, is on sale for Black Friday at a brand new low price of $12.49, which is a huge savings over the deal from this past summer. For Black Friday on the eShop, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Cowabunga Collection, is on sale for $15.99, which marks the second time ever it's been that low. This is a fantastic collection that has all the NES, Game Boy, and 16-bit Turtles games, as well as the 2 arcade games as well. This collection also includes online play for a good chunk of the games. So if you've ever been wanting to play Turtles in Time online, well, now's your chance. The GRANDIA HD Collection contains HD remasters of the first 2 games in the GRANDIA series. They are classic old-school JRPGs from the late 90s to early 2000s. Basically the golden era of JRPGs as well as anime. That said, these are a lot of fun though. The games are all in widescreen now and have been HDified too, and they look pretty good. The collection hasn't been on sale for this low in almost a year though, so I figured I'd give it a shout out since it's back on sale for Black Friday. The Final Fantasy 1-6 Pixel Remastered Collection is on sale for $56.24. Odd number as that might be, this is a new low price for the collection. This includes all 6 classic games with updated pixel graphics and rearranged soundtracks. The UI for each of the games have been modernized, and they include bonuses, such as the illustration gallery and music player. If you want to get some of these games separate from the bundle, then don't worry, they're all on sale too, going for new low prices. With 1 and 2 on sale for $8.99 each, and 3, 4, 5, and 6 on sale for $13.49. The Dragon Quest Monsters series is a spin-off series from the mainline Dragon Quest games, where players take control of a character or characters and recruit and train monsters to battle with. Yeah, I know what you're gonna say. It's kinda like Pokemon, and in a way, yeah it is. But technically, Dragon Quest did the monster recruiting thing first. You had the ability to do so in Dragon Quest V. But a little bit of gaming history aside, yeah it is what it is, it's a monster collecting and battling game. But it's rather cool though. For this game, The Dark Prince, I really love the game's twist on seasons, where environments change based on the season available, giving you access to different monsters, as well as areas of the environment to explore. While the game has some deep connections to the beloved Dragon Quest IV. It's on sale for a brand new low price in the eShop of $29.99. The voice of the cards games are games that are set in a bit of a tabletop RPG style, just with cards. Everything in these games are represented by cards, such as the overworld, the characters, items, and even aspects of the story. Players uncover the map by flipping adjacent cards, sometimes triggering events, and some encounters and events involve the rolling of dice to activate certain actions, like in battle and such. There's an overarching story for each of the games, though what you do in the game as you progress can have a huge effect on what happens in the story. If you like tabletop RPGs and are looking for something different from most other RPGs out there, then you should definitely check out the Voice of the Cards games. There are demos for each of the games on the eShop, so I encourage you to check out at least one to see if you're interested first off. But if you are, then I highly encourage you just going for the Trilogy, as that way you get all of the 3 games with maximum savings to boot. The Trilogy is on sale for a brand new low price of $24.99. Otherwise, each game itself is $11.99, so basically with the Trilogy pack, you almost get a 3rd game for free. Chrono Cross: The Radical Dreamers Edition is a remaster of the classic PlayStation 1 game, with updated HD visuals, higher quality music, and lots of quality of life features. It's honestly the best way to experience the classic game, especially after the patch early last year pretty much fixed all the major issues it had at launch. For only $7.99 now, it's a damn steal in my opinion for such a wonderful and memorable JRPG. This is a game I highly recommend to RPG fans. NieR Automata. I don't get to talk about this one enough, but let me put it out there. The Switch version is fantastic. They pulled off some magic, getting this game to run so well on the platform as well as it does. That said, as great as it runs, the game itself is pretty awesome too. It's an action RPG that incorporates elements from hack and slash games, shoot 'em ups, and even adventure games. It's Yoko Taro's finest work yet, coming in with a story that is sure to leave a lasting impression on you. NieR Automata: The End of YoRHa Edition is back on sale at its all-time low price of $19.99. This is the second time it's ever been this low on the eShop. The edition on Switch includes the DLC that previously was sold separate in past versions of the game. Each one of the League of Legends story games are on sale on Switch at the lowest prices they've ever been. They're going for $11.99. Now to be fair, I don't know too much about these games, other than they exist for one, and they generally score pretty well in the review department. 2 of the highest rated ones on Switch are Ruined King and The Mage Seeker. Ruined King is an RPG, a turn-based one, that's heavily story-driven, and looks pretty cool admittedly. The Mage Seeker is a top-down action RPG with pixel graphics that also looks pretty cool. I'll have to check out these games sometime, but in the meantime, if you have been eyeing these games, or any of the League of Legends games, then know that for Black Friday on the eShop, they are on sale for $11.99 each, which again is a brand new low price for them on there. Of course, Nintendo has some published games on sale for Black Friday, and it's actually a good chunk of games. Leading off the list is the wonderful The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. It's on sale for $49.99, matching the limited time sale in some of the stores physically for Black Friday, like at GameStop or at Walmart. It doesn't need to be said, but I'll say it anyway. If you like Breath of the Wild, and you haven't yet picked up the sequel, then you're missing out. It's one fantastic game. It's a huge adventure that will wow you from start to end. It's on my personal top 10 games for Switch list for sure. The first 2 Xenoblade Chronicles games are on sale on the eShop for Black Friday. Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition is on sale for $41.99, as is its sequel, Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Both games are wonderful RPGs. The first game is one of my favorite RPGs of all time. It's such a great game, and of course, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 has its charm for sure. The DLC expansion pass for 2 is on sale as well, and this includes the Torna expansion, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Torna: The Golden Country. It's its own self-contained mini-adventure, and in some ways, it's actually better than the main game, believe it or not. Continuing on with the RPG goodness from Nintendo, next up is Fire Emblem, Three Houses. That's on sale for $41.99 too. A fantastic strategy RPG, this is truly one of the best games in the series. There's 3 major story paths to choose, which means lots of replayability if you want to experience the whole game. The Expansion Pass, which includes additional story, as well as new quests and other goodies, is also on sale for $17.49 for Black Friday. Tokyo Mirage Sessions Encore, the updated release of the Wii U JRPG, is on sale for $41.99 for Black Friday. This is basically Atlus's Shin Megami Tensei series meets Nintendo's Fire Emblem series, with Japanese pop music and idol culture thrown in. It's crazy, but it's cool, and it's certainly one of Nintendo's more eccentric games. Bravely Default 2, developed by Square Enix and published by Nintendo for the Switch, is a good RPG, and it's the 3rd entry in the series actually. This one separates itself a bit from the first game story-wise, so you don't need to play the other games to enjoy this one. That said, this game is a return to classic form. It's a traditional turn-based JRPG with elements from the classic Final Fantasy games. If you've been dying for a new epic RPG that reminds you a bit of the older games, then feel free to check this one out. It's on sale for $41.99 on the eShop for Black Friday. Buy Astral Chain. I always say this every time the game is on sale, just buy Astral Chain. It's one of the coolest games from Nintendo on the Switch. It was developed by Platinum Games, the developers behind the Bayonetta series. In this game, you play as a detective who is part of a special police task force, and you solve crimes and investigate incidents with a demon tethered to you known as Legion. Part of the game has you exploring and gathering clues, but the other half has you beating up enemies. And you can do some cool team-up attacks, sync combos, special attacks, and other neat stuff. It's a really cool game, oozing with style, and it's one you should definitely check out. It's on sale for $41.99. Daemon X Machina is an action mech game developed by Marvelous and published by Nintendo for Switch. You control a character that you can fully customize and command a mech to go on missions and beat up other mechs. There's some definite Armored Core series vibes in this one, which is no surprise, as the guy who produced this game also worked on a lot of those Armored Core games. The amount of customization in this one is good, both for the characters themselves and the mechs, and there's different missions for both single player and multiplayer play. Oh, and this one does have online play. This seems like a pretty cool game. I haven't gotten super deep in it, but I like it so far from what I played. But I will say definitely check out the demo first. It'll give you a good taste of what the game is about. It's on sale for $41.99 for Black Friday. There's a couple of Bayonetta games on sale for Black Friday. The 3rd game in the main series is on sale for $41.99. Just like the other games of the series, this is pretty much a non-stop action thrill ride. Bayonetta Origins, Cereza, and the Lost Demon, which has a completely different vibe, as well as gameplay, is on sale for $41.99 too. Even though it's different, I still like this one though. It's more of an action-adventure game with loads of puzzle solving in a storybook setting. DC Superheroes Teen Power is an action game pretty much made only for young kids. It really is. It does seem like fun though, from the demo I tried out long ago. But that said, this certainly can be picked up for much cheaper if you don't mind a physical copy. The digital version is on sale for $41.99 for Black Friday on the eShop. A couple of Mario-themed games are on sale for Black Friday too. First up, the latest sugary sweet and cozy platformer in the Yoshi series, that being Yoshi's Crafted World. This is a very cute yet solid platformer from Nintendo, and it's on sale for $39.99. Super Mario Maker 2 not only gives you the opportunity to make your own levels, but includes a ton of interesting levels for solo play, and the game basically has an endless amount of DLC with the levels to discover online. Basically, the fun never ends with this one, no matter if you're a creator, a player, or both. It's on sale for $39.99 as well. If you want to pick up some more of the Dragon Quest games on Switch, besides the Dark Prince, which I talked about earlier, then there's some additional ones on sale. Dragon Quest XI S Echoes of the Elusive Age Definitive Edition is truly one of the best RPGs for the Switch, and it's on sale for $34.99 for Black Friday. I had the pleasure of finally finishing this game earlier this year, and it quickly became one of my favorite gaming experiences of all time. Dragon Quest Builders 1 and 2 are on sale for $34.99 as well. Think Dragon Quest RPG meets Minecraft, with a story and gameplay objectives to meet. I had a blast with the first game, even with it being just a solo experience, and put some considerable effort into finishing the game and building and creating stuff. I had a lot of fun. The sequel, though, is a much bigger game. There's just more of everything. Loads of more items to build with, a bigger and much longer story, and the game even has multiplayer, including online multiplayer too. Live Alive is a remake of the Super Famicom game using the HD 2D engine. In addition to the new graphics overhaul, the game boasts a ton of quality of life improvements, as well as its first official English translation. That said, this is a pretty cool RPG. The turn-based battles play out on a grid, so there's a bit of a unique strategy to the gameplay. And the story sees players playing through multiple different scenarios with different characters, and eventually, players will discover why they are all linked together. It's on sale for $34.99 for Black Friday. Cadence of Hyrule, Crypt of the Necrodancer, featuring The Legend of Zelda, is a spin-off title of the Zelda series. It's a crossover indie game that combines the rhythm-based elements of the Crypt of the Necrodancer game with elements of the older 2D Zelda games. It's a pretty fun game, even though it might take a little bit of adjusting to with the unique gameplay that it has. That said, if you ever wanted to pick it up, I suggest getting it with the Season Pass DLC. It adds a ton of fun content, including new characters to play as, including Skull Kid. It's on sale for $27.98 for Black Friday. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker is another Wii U to Switch release, one that came out some years ago. This is a pretty cool 3D action puzzler. You have to rotate the map as you move Captain Toad around, trying to gather all the secrets and treasure in a level. It's a very much fleshed out expansion on the idea of the little puzzles that were included with 3D World. This is on sale for $27.99. The special episode DLC, which I consider to be a must-get if you plan to get the game or already have it, includes a bunch of new levels and puzzles to enjoy. It's on sale for $4.19. Good Job is an eShop exclusive game published by Nintendo, and it's on sale for $13.99. In this game, you are tasked with jobs that you must complete by any means necessary. This includes breaking stuff, launching stuff through windows and doors and whatnot. The game gives you plenty of opportunities to be creative in your mission, so be as destructive as you want. It's a fun little game. And there you go, that is the Black Friday deals. Let me know what you plan to pick up from the sale down below in the comments, but for now, I'm going to rest my voice. It's kinda hurting me a little bit, but I'll be fine though. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you on the next video.